here from a prominent Northern California neurologist. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? All this stuff, all this ADD, all this ADHD, all this autism, dementia and so forth. Read an article recently that is beginning to set in on people in their late 40s and in their 50s, not octogenarians, not people in their 90s, nothing like that. I wonder if all that stuff floating around up there being inhaled would have anything to do with that. Why don't we talk with Dr. Hamid Rabiee.
Thank you very much for your time. I've been practicing neurology for 18 years in Reading area in Northern California, basically covering a wide area and wide range of neurological conditions. And what I have seen is increase in the number of what we call is neurodegenerative disease and Alzheimer's disease. These kind of conditions are, we don't know exactly what is the cause of them. Mostly considered multifactorial due to different reasons. Environment has a strong effect on them. They start very gradually, they progress. We don't have treatment for them, and we don't have ways of prevention. We just have some medications and remedies that might help to basically decrease some of the symptoms or some of the presentation of the condition. I have seen the rise, which doesn't mean much because in private practice you have a very narrow scope of the general population. But what we see by kind of searching the data, we see that this is something that has happened as a kind of wide trend all over the basically world. World Health Organization, WHO, reported in 2010 about 35 million people with dementia, and they anticipated by 2050 that would be tripled, means that 115 million cases. Interestingly, talking about the negative side of what we are dealing in the society, National Institute of Health in 2011, and after that New York Times and some other mainstream media, they basically reported some data that say that the dementia is on decline, means that the number one decreasing. As you probably have experienced, they don't lie exactly, they just massage the truth. What they did, they combined the result of dementia due to a stroke and after cardiovascular disease with Alzheimer's, which has a different kind of underlying cause. But what we have data from February of 2015 from the Alzheimer's Association says that from year 2000 to year 2013, there has been 71% increase in the causes of death due to Alzheimer's disease, but there has been 14% decrease in the cause of death due to heart disease, which is more accurate, means that we have had progress in technology. The heart disease and the stroke is treated better, the number of deaths due to that is less, but in regard to Alzheimer's is opposite, means that there's an increase. Now, after this discussion comes to the basically mainstream, the argument in the medical community or defense in that why the Alzheimer's is increased, they say, well, because the population is aging and our doctors are better, which basically the first part that the population is aging has some truth in it, but the second part doesn't make sense at all, because we know that since 90s, the technology that we use in the basically diagnosing and treating the Alzheimer's really has not changed much. It means that we still go by the interviews, by the gathering evidence and excluding other causes. So what are the other factors? Environmental factor. What is the most important one? that you have heard a lot about it, aluminum. Aluminum is neurotoxic. But the reason that the regular aluminum, like the cup of aluminum or the pottery of aluminum, was not causing significant problem because they were not very small molecules or particles. And brain and the nervous system is covered with blood-brain barrier, which is a sheath that protects them. Now imagine that if these are nanoparticles, means that they are very, very small particles, they just very, very easily penetrate through the brain and nervous system, and they definitely have deleterious effect and cause problem. We know for a fact that they are passing through because we have a huge line of research now on the medications that they use based on this nanotechnology industry, which because it's a very, very feasible way to bring the medication to the brain while the blood-brain barrier does not let a lot of medication get there. So putting that all together brings us to this issue that the nanoparticles or aluminum could have a lot of negative effect and could cause basically Alzheimer's or other neurodegenerative disease, which is kind of group of disease like Parkinson's and things like that. My time is up, and I leave the rest to your thinking. Thank you very much.